Hello, and welcome back to the AEW All Elite Again series in TEW9. I'm Eho the Amigo. This is episode 44, I believe. We're getting up there. We're getting pretty close to 50. But yeah, this is episode 44. It's been a couple weeks since we done one of these, the AEW series. And, it's been for various reasons that we're not even going to get into right now. We're just going to proceed. Yeah, we're just gonna do this episode. So, how's everybody been in the last 2 weeks? Hope everybody's been well. Did you see Nosuke Takashita hit Darby Allin with a freaking German suplex off the top rope? Hit the bridge pin? That was crazy. Alright, anyways. Alright, let's get right into the action, so to speak here. We've got some notes. We've got some things we want to do before we get to booking anything. All right. First thing on the list, AEW Dark. Yeah. I'm pretty sure in the last episode I was talking about this. I've been contemplating whether or not I should just completely get rid of Dark as a show. Since we've started AEW Collision, I was kind of thinking, like, booking 3 separate shows every week is really going to slow us down, and it's just a lot of booking to do. But I've thought about it. I've thought about it a bit. I feel like Dark it serves a purpose, It's a show where we can kind of give wins to people and give matches to people that we may not be able to get on Dynamite or Collision. And, it's just great to have. If there's somebody you want to get some momentum, or, maybe you forgot to put a promo on one of the main shows, you can book it on Dark. So I think with that said, I'm going to move. Well, yeah, we can go through that. We're going to, well, first of all, Dark isn't going to be after Dynamite anymore. We're going to move it to its own day. And I don't even know what day we should do. I guess we can do like Thursday or Friday. It doesn't really matter. Modify the show. Yeah, why don't we do Friday? Also, yeah, we experimented last time with making Dark a 30-minute show, and it went horribly. We booked maybe the lowest rated Dark we've ever booked. So yeah, we're not doing that anymore. We're gonna go back to it being a 1-hour show. But yeah, what I want to do is I want to tape 2 shows at a time. So every other week we're gonna do a 2-hour block of Dark. Yeah. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing moving forward. Maybe I'll change my mind again and end up getting rid of Dark at some point, but for now we're gonna keep it. All right, that takes care of that. The next thing on the list, we need to find a new head of talent relations for ROH, because I was looking over the roster, and yeah, notice that there's a lot of people who are let's see. Bobby Cruz is annoying. Disliking the choice of head of talent relations. Calvin Tankman. Disliking the choice of head of talent relations. Yeah, there's just a lot of people on the roster who are annoyed at Jerry Lynn being the head of talent relations, which I think it's pretty funny actually. But it's not really. I don't know if it's good for the company. It's to have. It's just something that's hurting the morale essentially. So yeah, we definitely want to replace it. Let's go ahead and do that. Inner Circle, head of talent relations. All right, who would be a good fit? She does not have a high enough level of respect. Neither does Bobby Cruz, neither does Caprice, Daisy. Delirious has respect, but he is selfish. Frank Gastineau would not do well in this role. Yeah, it's It seems like the people who would be able to do it are Super Delphin, Delirious, and Jerry Lynn. But Super Delphin and Delirious don't have like the right personality types for it. So let's see, who can we maybe there's somebody on our roster we can send down. All right, this is too many people to go through. Show me. Can you look for like any outside ring? Oh, there we go. All right, so we're looking for respect, and I guess they have to be professional or like a people person or something. Addison Danger is selfish. Yeah. Oh, Arn Anderson might be good. What is he even doing here? Other than like getting bullied by Cody sometimes. Not really anything. So yeah, Arn Anderson I guess would be a good option. I mean, Chris Hero, we're kind of using him to wrestle. Let's see. All right, a lot of these people it's showing me are in fact wrestlers. Oh, we got Ricky Steamboat, right? I mean, he's an amazing road agent. Oh, and he's a people. All right, so far it seems like the two good options are Ricky Steamboat and Arn Anderson. Let's see, I guess Arn is more over. Yeah, he's a little bit more over than Ricky. We got to keep that in mind. They might complain about having to get sent down to Dev. Oh yeah, it's basically down to Arn Anderson or Ricky Steamboat. All right, let's see. 91 to 99 psychology. All right. Arn Anderson, 86 to 94. I mean, they both would be good, but I think I'm leaning towards Ricky Steamboat because Arn Anderson he's kind of involved in a feud, right? Like, he's not directly feuding with anyone, but he has been involved in the Cody feud, so I feel like we should just keep him around in case I end up wanting to book some kind of angle with him. So Ricky Steamboat, unfortunately, that means you gotta go back to ROH. Let's see if he complains. No. All right, cool. Oh yeah, I think the last time we sent him to Dev, it wasn't even ROH. It was Tallahassee Elite Wrestling. All right, so I guess he can be a road agent down here. Does he have mic skills? No. Okay. I was gonna say he could be an on-screen personality, but he doesn't have to be. All right. Sorry, Jerry. He's annoyed now. Cool. Congratulations, Ricky. All right, so hopefully people don't have a problem with Ricky Steamboat. I'd be shocked if they do. But yeah, hopefully that fixes up the morale. Also, I didn't mean to leave. Maybe we just give the entire roster like 10 grand or something. Just to get everyone who's annoyed back to happy. Yeah, it costs us 200,000. That's nothing. All right, cool. Let's see. Is anybody still annoyed? Kevin Kelly's annoyed? Shut up, Kevin Kelly. Oh, he was also annoyed about Jerry Lynn. All right, well, he can stay annoyed. He's Kevin Kelly. Oh yeah, seems like everybody aside from Kevin Kelly is happy now. Great. All right, we got that taken care of. Let's see. Oh, okay, yeah. And the last thing we need to do is fix our storylines. I was looking over them, and they are not. They are very out of date. Some of them. So yeah, like Briscoe Brothers versus Beer Money. This is basically done. Oh yeah, this is the women's tag. Where's the men's tag title storyline? 77, 71. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna end Briscoes versus Beer Money and put the Briscoes in the tag title storyline. Yeah, and FTR are already there, so yeah, we're just gonna take out SCU. All right, so SCU is out. We're gonna add in Briscoes. Okay. All right, so that takes care of that. Oh, well, we'll go in order. I'm not planning on doing like another John Moxley Kenta Miyahara match immediately, but they are both going after the world title right now, so we don't really have to end this. I think this can keep. Donka House is looking compliant. This is still going. Hana Kimura and Odeotai. This one's a little cold, and yeah, we can definitely just end it. Like we should have ended it a while ago. Also, I was looking through the storylines, and we didn't even have anything set up for like Davina Rose and Mia Yim. This thing with Latin Mafia is definitely still ongoing. Punk versus Omega basically just started. Like literally the debut of CM Punk is right here. So yeah, this just started. This is gonna continue. All right, we fixed the tag titles. Women's tag titles. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not even sure who the next challengers are going to be for this. I'm kind of we made the women's tag titles a thing so we could give more stuff to the women to do. But we kind of ran into the problem now where not enough women are over to justify having two separate divisions. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure this one out. We'll come back to this. The women's world title scene, it's literally just like Awesome Kong and Stokely and Allie who are all like together. So we're gonna add Hana Kimura to this. Going to add Bianca Belair. Oh, we should probably add Penelope and Dark Sheik as just supporting roles, I guess. All right, perfect. And I'm not gonna add the other Tokyo Cyber Squad people. I think this is fine. I mean, you know what? Actually, yeah. Here, we'll add Martina. I should say the other Tokyo Cyber Squad person. All right, in the world title scene, let's see. The next match we're planning on doing is that I want to do a 6-way. So it's going to be Cody, Adam Page, John Moxley, and Kenta Miyahara, who are in their own storyline, and Eddie Kingston and Andrade, who are in this story. So I think this can stay like this, actually, which is surprising. I feel like these guys have been feuding forever. All right, back to the women's tag. I mean, I feel like I definitely want to do something with like some Odeotai combination, probably Mia Yim and Kagetsu challenging, but because AJ Mendez and Nikki Storm are already heels, we might also want to do like Davina Rose and a partner involved. So yeah, we're just gonna take out. We're gonna remove Hikaru Shida and Mika Iwata. I'm so sorry. We did all that work to get them over, took the titles off them, and then they're kind of just in purgatory. So we're gonna add Mia Yim. We're gonna add Kagetsu. And here we'll add the other Odeotai members as supporting roles too. I don't use the supporting role option enough. You know, it's like it's there for a reason, right? Who am I? Oh, Konami. And of course, can't forget about Rina Yamashita, who actually before I add her, can I can we look at her stats for a second? Yeah, I was going through the roster the other day, and her stats are insane. Like 78 to 86 brawling, 83 to 91 Puroresu. 77 to 85 technical is crazy to me. Why is her hardcore low? Like, I feel like the mod maker got her tech and her hardcore stats swapped somehow, because I don't know, maybe I haven't seen enough Rina Yamashita matches. I don't know. All right, so that is done. All right, some light housekeeping there. All right, yeah. As with that done, as you can see here, we've got notes for our next collision. We've got a little bit of notes for next Dynamite. Some stuff beyond that. So yeah, let's get into this collision. I think we're all set to go. Oh geez, I lowered my my volume as it was loading, and it the game's freaking out now. All right. Hey, it survived. All right. Oh man, my computer is making a noise I don't like. All right, yeah, let's just get straight into collision. We've wasted enough time already. All right, nobody getting the night off. I don't know where this show's gonna be, but I know next week we're gonna do Winter is Coming in Chicago. So anywhere not Chicago, not the Great Lakes. So what is today? November 23rd. God, why does it feel like we've been everywhere recently? Or we'll do Southwest, whatever, man. Heading to Phoenix, Arizona. What do we even need? Maybe let's get some angle ideas and finishes. Likely. All right, we can do better than that, guys. Come on. A bit of a gamble for Walter. We definitely don't want that. Likely. All right. All right, can we at least get one good angle idea, please? No, we cannot. All right, that was an L booking team meeting, as the kids would say on Instagram. Oh, I was like reading this up here. Why is CM Punk asking on behalf of Rey Mysterio if he can hang out? He's Rey Mysterio. Yeah, I would rather have Rey Mysterio backstage than have CM Punk. All right, Wrestlers Court. Brandy Rhodes didn't pay her tab of her rental car. Your husband's the world champion. Come on, Brandy. Old Blade and Jon Moxley hanging out. All right, trading hair tips and beard care. Jack Evans and Matthew Raywolds getting on well backstage. Adam Page and Mark Briscoe. This one makes sense. Yeah. This makes sense. Christopher Daniels willing to put over Dragon Lee. I mean, I don't know how we'll get there, but cool, man. We should not, here, let's not forget about this. Let's see, until January 22nd, okay. All right, yeah. Will we book that? I don't know. Maybe. Women's training, men's training. All right. I believe, yeah, this is well, yeah, this is the second collision, I believe. I don't see if it says that anywhere on the screen. But this is the second one. And you know, since the show just started and we're going against WWE Raw every week, I kind of tried to make it a point to have a big main event all these first couple weeks to kind of stick it to WWE and be like, hey, you know, I want to watch that crap. Come watch AEW. So yeah, the main event of this show is Bryan Danielson versus Walter in a cage for the Prime Championship. Hell yeah. Look at that first. Do we want Escaping the Cage? No. Yeah, we're gonna do Cage Classic. You know, but I imagine Bryan Danielson and Walter both would not want the other guys to just simply climb out of the cage. Let's give them some time. Let's give them like 23 minutes. 23 minutes. Cage match. Main event. Bryan Danielson versus Walter for the Prime Championship. Oh boy. And the winner is going to be Bryan Danielson. He just won the belt. It would be like kind of stupid of us to go through or not go through the trouble, just to put the belt on him and then immediately have Walter win it back. So yeah, fortunately for the Walter heads out there, Walter's gonna have to hold this out. And yeah, it's just gonna straight up be a clean win. I think I had Walter beat Danielson clean too in their first match. So yeah, Danielson getting his win back. And yeah, I guess we'll use the safe bet. Although I used 2 safe bets on my last CMLL pay-per-view, and I believe they both failed. So I'm a little worried. I hope this one hits. Fingers crossed. So that's the main event. All right, we're just gonna book all the matches and then we'll book the angles. I kind of like doing it that way. All right, 6-woman action. In the last episode, Bianca Belair had a for whatever reason we booked her in a match against Kelly Klein and we gave them 12 minutes, which is crazy considering that, you know, I don't know anybody who wants to watch Kelly Klein for that long. No offense, Kelly Klein. But yeah, then she was attacked by Stokely's Angels, and she was saved by Tokyo Cyber Squad. So that leads us here. We're doing Bianca, Hannah, and Martina. And they're gonna take on Stokely's Angels. Penelope Ford, Dark Sheik, and Allie. Unfortunately, Allie has to be in a match. Everybody send her your energy. Please. Let's do good today, Allie, okay? I'll give this 10 minutes. Yeah, I signed Allie because she, I mean, she's not that popular, but she's like a little bit of pop. Yeah, she's not that good. Which is unfortunate because, I feel like sometimes people have too narrow of a view of what a good wrestler is. But anyways, before I get on a weird diatribe, we're gonna have Hannah Kimura win the match. I don't really care who she wins, but we're gonna do a clean match. And you know what? Actually, we're gonna do Awesome Kong at ringside. Can Stokely do commentary? Is that a thing we've done before? Allison Danger having a better color commentary stat than Tony Schiavone is driving me insane. We've never done Stokely on commentary. Let's ask him. He's got 92 to 100 mics. Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. That's insane. How does he have such good mic skills, but then he's such a terrible color commentator? That doesn't... Whatever, man. He'll just be a ringside. Now, TEW IX works in mysterious ways. All right, yeah, FTR is gonna... Spoilers, FTR is just gonna get a win here against Bird Reference. I don't know if we've ever booked this before, but yeah, we're about to find out. Dax and Cash versus Dalton Castle, and I know this. Oh, Cara Noir. There we go. Forgot both of their names for a second. And this could probably be a wild brawl. Now that I'm looking at who's in the match. I mean, it's not their strong suit, but they can do it. Let's see, is there anything else? Oh, can Swerve and Kenta brawl? All right, we're gonna hold off until we book that match and see. So this, I want to give them like, say 13. All right. Oh, well, yeah, I just said it. Swerve versus Kenta, the forbidden match. It feels like these two were beefing like weeks and weeks ago, but Don Callis, being the heel that he is, denied Kenta his one-on-one match until now. Yeah, we're gonna have Strickland and Don cut a promo, basically saying like, whoever, we're going to be watching the main event very closely tonight, and whoever wins the championship, we're calling dibs. We got next. And then Don Callis is basically going to explain that, just to keep Shane Strickland fresh and keep him active, he needs a warm-up opponent, a light touch. So, why not give Kenta that match he wants? They're simultaneously being dismissive of Kenta and giving him the match. And yeah, we're gonna make Hold on, let's see. Kenta, oh, he has good psychology. All right, we're gonna make this storytelling, and we're gonna make the other one a wild brawl. All right, surprise, surprise. First, Strickland gets the win. We're gonna do. Let's see. We're gonna do a managerial interference finish. And I mean, let's just put Chris Hero at ringside for fun. Why not? Like, we've established that him and Kenta are boys, so he's definitely gonna have his back. All right, we may need to shorten some of these matches. Yeah, we'll deal with it. All right, and of course, we're gonna start off tonight with CM Punk's first match in the company. How could I bury the lead here? It's gonna be CM Punk is gonna team with Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs, and they're gonna take on the Best Friends. Because I figured, you know, we're kind of doing almost like a Jim Cornette gimmick with CM Punk, where he's just kind of an asshole and he thinks that AEW has all these stupid indie wrestlers and all these like comedy guys, and they're not serious enough. And, you know, who better to exemplify that than Best Friends? All right, Starks, Will Hobbs, Chuck, Trent, and Orange. All right, so yeah, this is gonna be CM Punk's in-ring AEW debut. Yeah, of course, it would only be right for him to get the win. Yeah, let's have him submit Trent. I mean, I said Trent as I clicked on Chuck. Let's have him submit Chuck. Oh, you know what we could do is here. We can have CM Punk do commentary for the Strickland and Kenta match. Yeah, he can be like, you know, this guy Kenta, you know, I don't know what his deal is. He thinks just because he's wrestling in Japan, he can steal all my moves. He stole my finish. You know, this guy sucks and shit, and that's why Strickland's kicking his ass right now. I think that's pretty funny. And you know what? Here, since these matches are back to back, let's just have everybody hang out. Ricky Starks, you know, and Will Hobbs, instead of heading to the back, you just have them hang around ringside. All right, so these are our matches for the show. All right, now we've got to book a bunch of promos. Right here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shorten this 10 minutes. So we're gonna open with this, and then we're gonna go straight into this CM Punk promo. That's CM Punk. He's gonna address what happened back last week, where essentially he kind of came into the company, immediately buried Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and Adam Page and Orange Cassidy and a bunch of other people. And then Kenny Omega took a little shot at him in a promo. CM Punk didn't like that, and he got in his face last week backstage, and they had a fist fight. And, he's basically going to say, like, these guys, they think they've run everything, and soon they're going to learn that now that I'm here, I'm in charge. So if you guys think you want to make your little snide comments and little take indirect shots at me, and that's going to fly, well, it's not. All right, and then we're going to have a second part. Oh, close foreshadowing. We're gonna have a second part where Kenny Omega comes out from backstage. He's at the top of the ramp. He's not so stupid that he's gonna come down to the ring. Yeah, Kenny Omega, he comes out and he's really fired up. He seems like he's really, well, let's play it like this. He's really fired up, and it seems like he's going to head straight to the ring, but a bunch of security guards come out before he's able to make it and kind of block off the ring and tell him not to get in. So he's gonna grab a microphone and he's basically gonna be like, "Oh, big man, Punk, you talk a big game. You want to sucker punch me backstage last week while I'm getting ready for my match? Come out here and brag about it. And now you need security." And CM Punk's gonna be like, "Hey, I didn't call any damn security. That's not on me." And yeah, Kenny Omega is essentially going to challenge him to a match, and they're gonna go back and forth like this. Also, yeah, I imagine this would be where CM Punk would diss Kenny Omega for getting dumped by Kota Ibushi. I've been wanting him to bring that up, so I guess this would be a good point. So yeah, he's gonna they're gonna get under each other's skin. Kenny Omega is going to ask him for a match, and CM Punk's gonna say, "Oh, you want a match? You want a match? Well, yeah, you know what? You're on." To the surprise of everyone, he's gonna accept the challenge, and he's gonna say, "But we're not gonna do it here in Phoenix, Arizona." The crowd boo. "We're gonna do it next week in my hometown, the greatest city in the world, Chicago." Yeah, so Kenny Omega, CM Punk, we're hot shotting it, baby. Next week. We're gonna make this whole segment a little bit longer, actually. CM Punk is extremely popular. Kenny Omega is one of our top guys. We can give him time. Nothing but a bunch of likelies. Okay. Maybe we can start using those on Dark. Let's go ahead and make this short too. Yeah, so the match is set for next week. Hallelujah. What other promos? Oh yeah, we need to do stuff with like Adam Page and Cody and John Moxley and all those guys. What happened last week? Let's see. All right, Adam Page cut a promo. He's mad that Cody went after Sting. Cody Rhodes was confronted by John Moxley. We had a 98 segment with John Moxley and Adam Page. Holy shit. Okay, and that's been all the development so far. All right, so we're going to have Adam Page come out to the ring for a promo. He's going to basically demand that he gets the next title shot. And of course, John Moxley has made it clear that he wants the next title shot, so he's going to come out with the Death Riders. I'm talking about Sting also. He really wants to avenge Sting, you know. It's Cody Rhodes attack Sting at the pay-per-view, I believe. All right, we're gonna do another 2-minute segment tease. We're just gonna remove Sting. We're gonna have Mox come out, but he's not alone. He's bringing the Death Riders with him. So that's Fergal, Shingo, and Pac. And basically, I imagine John Moxley would come out and be like, "Whoa there, cowboy, hold your horses." I thought I made it pretty clear last week on Collision that I will be getting the next title shot, that I earned the next title shot. You know, they're gonna kind of get into it, and it's gonna seem like John Moxley's gonna say something like, "Well, if you're standing in my way, then you need to be eliminated," or something corny like that. And as the Death Riders kind of converge on the ring, and it seems like they're about to attack on Page, we're gonna have Cancel Miyahara run out there. And basically, I imagine it'll be the kind of thing where Kento Miyahara is going to run out from the audience, and he's going to slide in the ring, and him and Adam Page are going to kind of square up like they're ready to take on the Death Riders, even though it's 2-on-4. And John Moxley, you know, they're gonna tease getting in the ring for a second, and then he's gonna kind of look at his guys, and he's gonna be like, "All right, and he's gonna call them off." So yeah, I guess that's all. I'm just working the crowd. Cody does not even need to be in this. Here, we'll make this second part longer. Also, because it's the part where both John and Adam Page are talking. Right, so I guess they can come after this. All right, and we're gonna book a quick segment between FTR and the Briscoes. What should we call this? We'll do hype just because we haven't used it before. All right, nothing too fancy here. Basically, after FTR's match, the Briscoe brothers are going to immediately come out and be like, you know, last week when we said you wanted a tag title shot, you guys had something to say about it, and you guys said that you should get a title shot. Well, you know what? The Briscoe brothers win, no punks. Will gladly fight you guys to see who gets the next title shot. And that's the promo. That's it. So yeah, FTR just, I believe they've had 2 shots at the titles already. But I don't know, they're just still, you know, they're relentless. They're coming after those belts no matter how many times they lose. Cool. Only 13 more minutes. Let's see. All right, we need to do a backstage thing with Andrade and Cody. Eddie Kingston's gonna cut a promo, and that's basically it. Oh, we should probably do something. Maybe give Bryan Danielson and Walter promo since they're both in the main event. Can we fit all that into 13 minutes? I don't know. Let's see. All right, what was the first thing I said there? I immediately forgot. All right, Andrade and Cody. Okay. One minute backstage character development. Cody Rhodes. Boom. He is speaking to Renee Paquette. Brandy's there. And yeah, he's basically cutting a promo about how, you know, he realizes that he is the most wanted man in AEW right now and that everybody's gunning for his title. But there's a reason he's at the top of the company. You know, it's not an accident. He fought to be where he is. Also, you know, he'll probably bury Adam Page in there, like, you know, well, first of all, Adam Page doesn't deserve another title shot against me. John Moxley off screen. Okay. All right, then the second part will be 2 minutes quick tease. Yeah, basically as Cody's in the middle of his promo, we're gonna just have Andrade and Selena de la Renta. I was gonna say Zelina Vega, but I was like, no, it's not her. It's Selena de la Renta. And you know, let's put some of the other ones there too. Let's put Garza, Ortiz, and let's say Black Force. You know, for intimidation, they gotta pull up as a group. But yeah, I'm not gonna. There's too many people in this group. Yeah, basically Andrade is gonna come up and say, like, you know, he's gonna be very cordial with Cody, kind of like, you know, nice to finally meet the great AEW World Champion Cody Rhodes. You know, and he's gonna say, you know, I'm a big fan of your work, and you know, I've seen what you've done here, and I appreciate it. However, much like yourself, I am a man of great ambition. I am a man of goals and desires, and right now, I think I well, basically, he's gonna say he wants a title shot. Whatever, man. I'm not Andrade. How you know? All right, cool. Plop that in here. All right, 10 more minutes. Oh, you know what? Actually, we might want to move this earlier in the show. Because, yeah, we're going to have Eddie Kingston cut a promo in response to that, basically saying, like, nah, Andrade, I know you beat me and my boys at the pay-per-view, but you ain't faced me one-on-one yet, eye-to-eye, man-to-man. So if you want that next title shot, you know, I suggest that you stop thinking about Cody Rhodes and you start thinking about me. All right, you know what? These will be back to back. So just a lot of world title implications happening in this 9 minutes of the show. 3 minutes backstage. Storyline. We're just gonna do Eddie by himself. He's talking about Andrade. And you know what? Since Eddie's gonna be in that 6-way, we'll have him also talk about Cody Rhodes, so that way it applies to that storyline as well. All right, we need Bryan Danielson and Walter promos. Okay. I feel like this is gonna be short. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a misogynist here. It's just I'm looking at how high on the card this is, and I was like, do we need this? Does this match need like 15 minutes before a cage match, like before the main event? Bryan Danielson promo. He's going to cut a heartfelt, passionate Bryan Danielson style promo about how there was a time where he thought that he would never be able to wrestle again. He thought his career was over, and he knows that any match he has can be his last match. And that's why he's going to give 100% against Walter. He's going to prove that he can beat him. And he's also going to mention that maybe he's being interviewed by, let's say, Denise. And she'll be like, also, like, earlier tonight we had Don Callis and Swerve Strickland call dibs on the next title shot. What are your thoughts on that? And he's going to say, you know, trust me, I haven't forgotten about Swerve Strickland and Don Callis. So basically saying, like, hey, you know, you shitheads, don't try anything tonight. I've got my eye on you. I know you're out there. Be right before the main event. Hopefully it's a good promo. Walter's promo is basically going to be like, you know, the last time we fought, I came out victorious, and tonight is just going to be a repeat of that. Bryan Danielson, you should have listened to all those doctors who told you to stay retired. You know, I am not responsible for what injuries you may incur tonight. Incur. Serious. Hey, let's have Timothy Thatcher and Axel, whatever. They made the show too. Where should this go? This will be before, yeah, before the tag match. All right, and is this everything? Let's see. Yeah, pretty much. Although I know the Young Bucks, I don't even have them written in for the next show, and they're not. They haven't done anything on this show either. Man, we desperately need to find a feud for AJ Styles, man. I was thinking maybe he could wrestle or feud with Brody Lee, but I don't know, man. Bro, I was all excited to sign Brody Lee, and then that feud we tried to do with him and Tommaso Ciampa was such a flop that now I'm like, what do I even do? I believe I set this to be nothing. Okay, so this is gonna be a wild brawl. And we don't really have a good steal the show. We could make this the steal the show match. This is kind of weird. Unless, I mean, also we didn't book our cruiserweight match. We can try to fit one in. So last week we did a 6-way that Wheeler Yuta won. So maybe we could give Wheeler Yuta a match here. Or we could do a tag even. Here, we'll do this. Give me Chris Ridgway and Robbie Eagles. And also Kip and Julia. My favorite group of annoying but well-dressed people. Oh, and excuse me, we forgot Yuta. I need to just call Wheeler Yuta up to the main roster, man. He's ready. Damn, should we do Wheeler and Ultimo Dragon? Let's see, what kind of matches is Ultimo Dragon having? Oh, he's getting 73s. 56. Okay. Oh, this is an alternate. $56. All right, same score. I don't know. I feel like I've been doing Wheeler and Ultimo as a team, but the match will be better if we put like Darby Allin or Lio Rush in it. So yeah, why don't we do this? We'll just have Ultimo Dragon at ringside and do Darby Allin and Wheeler. Darby Allin, Wheeler Yuta taking on Chris Ridgway and Robbie Eagles of the Fancy Bastards. I imagine if, like, you know, if I'm at a wrestling show and Wheeler Yuta comes out and he's got Ultimo Dragon as like his manager, I'd still be pretty hyped just to see Ultimo Dragon there, you know. I'd still be excited. Also, Kip Sabian and Julia are ringside being obnoxious and annoying. We're gonna give the win. I believe we had Wheeler Yuta win last week, so we'll give the win to Darby here. All right, open match. Steal the show. 10 minutes. It's also a little odd that we're kind of doing cruiserweight stuff and not using the luchadors, but it's because all the luchadors are involved in the same story. Or, I mean, most of them. Like, we could have easily done, like, Laredo Kid and somebody else here, but I just... So it's gonna have to do. Yeah, we'll put it in between these promos here. All right, there we go. Exactly 125 minutes. No speaking from any of the women or Stokely Hathaway on this show, but yeah, we're kind of out of time. I could, you know what? They'll probably speak on Dynamite. I think it's fine. All right, yes, this is our collision. Is there anybody we want to book in a dark match? I mean, there's always people we want to book in dark matches. Here, give me a... you know what? Actually, never mind. It's like sometimes I just don't want to take the time to actually do it. Speaking of dark matches, this is a side note. Somebody commented on one of my last videos basically saying, why don't you do your storytelling matches as dark matches? Because this making it a storytelling match brings down the match a little. Is that an option? like if I book a storytelling match as a dark match, does that count? To here, we're gonna experiment. Actually, we're gonna try it out, because if what that person is saying is like a viable option, they may have just changed the game such that the game can never be played the same way again. Shout out to Robert, California. All right, pre-show. All right, we're just gonna grab anyone here. We'll do like a 3v3. We're gonna do Dr. Wagner, Tresedo, Phoenix. Phoenix? Oh, Ray Phoenix, excuse me. And Bandito. Did I turn Bandito face? Okay, yeah. Alright, they're gonna take on, let's see. Jack Evans, Angelico. Oh, well, this wouldn't be a very good storytelling match, would it? Whatever, that doesn't matter. It's on the pre-show. Actually, you know what? No, they're gonna take on Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, and I just saw their name. Where is it? One of the... Who are the other guys in that group? Chris Brooks. There we go. Why did that take me so long? Right, here we're gonna try storytelling. I saw Bandito has bad momentum, so we'll give him the win. Let's see. Oh my god. What? What? No way. This whole time? No way. Oh my, that is a game changer, actually. But yeah, I didn't think that was a thing you could even... I like never considered that. I never even considered. All right, let's run the show. What are we trying to get? Let's see. What did we do last week? The debut episode got an 83, and then we got an 85 on Dynamite. Ooh. All right, you know what? We're shooting for an 85. 85. Let's see it. All right, our storytelling dark match gets a 71. Pretty good. All right, the debut, or the in-ring debut, excuse me, of CM Punk here in AEW gets a 76 when CM Punk submitted Chuck Taylor with the Anaconda Vice. In terms of in-ring work, he was head and shoulders above everyone. Wow. Go CM Punk. And yeah, well, oh, well, wasn't Don Callis. Oh, let's fix that. You know, we got this note before, and I could have swore that we took care of it already, but I guess not. I mean, what if we what if we have Ricky Starks be his manager? Would that be weird? Nah, yeah, we're not gonna do that. Whatever. All right, continuing. Okay, a 76. I was hoping to see, in my mind, CM Punk and Kenny Omega like openly having this like war of words a week after CM Punk debuted would be a huge angle. So I was hoping it would do better, but yeah, the part with only CM Punk talking only got a 75. So yeah, I mean, okay, still a good score, but you know, I'm slightly disappointed, slightly underwhelmed. Oh, and Ian and CM Punk did bad on commentary because him and Ian Riccaboni are an awkward pairing. Okay. But anyways, the match got a 73. It seems like it would have been a little bit higher if it wasn't for that note. But you know, sometimes you don't know things until you try, right? I did not think this would be the case. Moving on. All right, 87 big angle with Adam Page and Jon Moxley. Both of them want a title shot. Jon Moxley is trying some intimidation tactics, maybe possibly trying to look to eliminate Adam Page. Kento Miyahara runs out there, but the Death Riders back off. All right, 87. All right, we cut backstage to the world champion, Cody Rhodes. He's very stressed out. He knows he's the most wanted man in the company, you know, no shade bandito. And then, yeah, to add to his troubles, here comes the Latin Mafia and Andrade very politely saying that he wants a title shot. You know, they could have just beat the shit out of him, but no, they played it smooth instead. They were like, hey, you know, I know you're the world champion. I sure would like a shot at that. Just saying. Oh, oh no. All right. Random cruiserweight action of the evening. Darby Allin and Wheeler Yuta pick up a win over Chris Ridgeway and Robbie Eagles of the Fancy Bastards. They're not officially a unit here in AEW yet, but they are in ROH. When Darby Allin pinned Chris Ridgeway with a coffin drop. And yeah, they sold the show. They got a 72. Robbie Eagles sustained a fractured cheekbone. Damn. You know, that's unfortunate because he was out for like a year or something when we started the save. With I forget what injury it was, but he was out for a year. So I'm hoping a fractured cheekbone isn't too bad. Yeah, I'm hoping that's not too serious of a injury. Yeah, disrupted by injury. Yes, Hero. Thank you. I know. Oh, there's backstage heat on Wheeler Yuta. Oh, uh-oh. That's not good. Walter 73 promo. All right. You know, not his best work. But acceptable. This will do. Satisfactory. All right, we got a Wild Brawl, FTR picking up a win over Bird Reference, Dalton Castle and Cara Noir. Again, solid match, 75. Cara Noir and Dalton Castle kind of right up there with FTR. That's interesting. All right, and then we get a little back and forth exchange between FTR and Briscoe Brothers. Again, another 75. This is a pretty good promo, considering that it's Jay Briscoe and Dax who are talking. Yeah, this is pretty good for them. Another 75. This time from Eddie Kingston. All right, everybody cutting decent promos on the show. Nothing so far aside from the Adam Page, Jon Moxley stuff. Nothing kind of super standing out. But good nonetheless. Okay, the 6-woman tag match. Bianca Belair and Tokyo Cyber Squad getting a win over Stokely's Angels, gets a 69. You know, maybe if we didn't take that time away from this match, it would have been a little better. But I mean, the 69 is still. Also, I'm happy to see that Hana Kimura was the best on her team. Wow, 73. Damn. Hana Kimura is getting really good. She's surely improving. And yeah, you know what, Ali? Ali got a 41, but you know what? We still love you, Ali. Brian Danielson promo, a 72. Again, I'm a little disappointed here. Just only because this is the promo hyping up the main event. But yeah, let's see. Surely the main event will be really good and the show will score really high. Let's see. Ooh, an 86. Hell yeah. Apparently the match was brought down by the color commentary. Huh. Oh, right. This is Collision where we've got Tony Schiavone and Allison Danger. Right. Right. All right, well, anyways, Bryan Danielson defeated Walter in a cage match with the cattle mutilation and makes his first defense of the AEW Prime Championship in a very good match. Damn, Walter got a 97. Oh my god. Oh, and the creative finish was a success. Nice. $82. Oh, Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs were used too much. I didn't even notice that. Damn it. I wish I caught that sooner. We kind of fucked ourselves here. But hey, an 80, getting penalized and still scoring an 82 just tells you that the show was good. So yeah, I'm happy with this score. "21 days. All right. He'll be fine. All right, walk it off, kid." All right, made almost $600,000. Only the Maritime. That's interesting. All right, yeah, so that was a really good show. All right, it's a long loading screen. All right. Oh my god. Yes. How could I have forgotten this? I did not even talk about this. You guys are gonna think this is weird. We made some off-screen contract offers that I completely forgot about. Let's see who accepted. Well, first let's look at this. Whatever. We got 2 million viewers for Collision. That's good. Let's see who's here. All right, Koji Iwamoto accepted his deal. All right, yeah, Koji Iwamoto. He's part of the All Japan roster, and I just thought, since we've got Thomas Billington and Lee Moriarty off in All Japan on excursion, why not bring over one of their guys and have them in ROH? So yeah, Koji Iwamoto is here. He's gonna be a cruiserweight for us. He's under the 205-pound limit. He's got basically no popularity here in the US. But yeah, hopefully, he does well. He's got a bit of a serious face. He's a serious judo man. So yeah, he's gonna be a heel. All right, and here are the other contract offers we've made. Karina Waters, who is the current Impact Knockouts World Champion. She's got a little bit of pop, as do the other women I'm trying to bring in. Let's see. Well, Kaylee Ray, I just decided we should get her on a handshake deal because I feel like we book her. We book her often enough from Stardom that we might as well just bring her in and have her officially join Tokyo Cyber Squad. And then here is Mercedes Martinez, again similar to Katarina. Has a little bit of pop, maybe not as much even as Katarina. But basically, my idea for Mercedes and Katarina is I'm bringing them in for the express purpose of jobbing them out. That's basically what's going on. I was just looking over our women's division, and it's not in great shape. we've got a couple of popular people like Davina and AJ Mendez and Bianca Belair and Awesome Kong, but then there's a lot of people who are unimportant. So I figured it would help if we just bring in some people with popularity and have them lose to the people who want to get over. Also, with that in mind, bearing that in mind, there is another person that I thought about bringing in, and this one is going to shock you. Please, nobody be alarmed by what I am about to do. Please, everybody, just calm down, remain calm. Oh, we can't even see her because she's on the blacklist, right? Yeah, she's got some popularity. I don't like her. I don't like her at all. But if we were ever gonna job out somebody, if there was ever a woman that we were going to job out, it can be Tessa Blanchard. Oh, I think. All right, so Allison Kay and Chelsea Green think it is a terrible idea. But Jimmy Jacobs and Moose on board. Interesting. We're going to do a handshake deal. We're definitely not bringing her in for an exclusive written. Look, man. We're going to do it. All right, 20%. There you go. All right, so I'm disgusted with myself now that I've done that. But yeah, we may be bringing in Tessa Blanchard. But only to job her out, she's gonna be the star of those 2-hour dark tapings. Also, yeah, I just want to show you guys real quick. Yeah, we signed Trinity. I don't know what the hell WWE was doing with her, but she is not over. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that because she's got decent enough stats. She's got aerial, she's got flashiness, she's got 82 star quality. So yeah, I don't know what WWE was doing, but we may just book Trinity to beat Tessa Blanchard over and over and over until Trinity gets over. So yeah, look forward to that. All right, let's advance. We also have a few women in dev with popularity that we're probably not that we're probably never going to bring up to the main roster, like Madison Rain. Is that her name, Madison Rain? Whatever, like Madison Rain, Scarlett Bordeaux, Mandy Leon. We might have to start jobbing them out too. Like, we might just start like jobbing Madison Rain and Mandy Leon to like Suri, Lady Shani, the people we actually care about. Lady Maravilla is pretty good. Drinking it. If you're reading this message, feel free to. I thought it was gonna say take a shot. No, have a whole cocktail. I mean, I would love a cocktail right now. Unfortunately, I'm not recording this at a bar. I would love a tequila grapefruit though. Who says men can have fruity drinks, right? All right, it's time for Dynamite. I was gonna go on break, but fuck break. We're gonna just keep going. Hey, you know what? We were in the southeast for a collision. Let's just stay in the southeast and do Dynamite, so we don't have to look for another place. Oh yeah, we're gonna go to Atlanta, Georgia. Let's try some character ideas. Likely. All right. They haven't been doing too hot lately, the booking team. Yeah, Likely. Come on. All right, one more. Hey, a near certainty. They finally had a good idea. All right. Caitlyn's here. I mean, the last time Caitlyn showed up, I think we just jobbed them out to Awesome Kong. But yeah, we're not gonna do that tonight. So I'm just gonna say, unfortunately, there isn't a spot for you. Excuse me, had to burp away from the microphone there. All right, Evil Uno organized a poker tournament fun. Oh, Chris Brooks being told by AJ Styles to clean up after himself. Hey, you better listen, Chris. You don't want to end up with Joey Janela in GCW. Character idea for Walter. Training. All right, I don't have as many plans for this show as I did for the last one, but we're gonna make it work. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. We're gonna delete all this. We do have a cool main event though. All right, our big main event, we're going to do the world champion, Cody Rhodes, teaming with one of our former world champions, Jon Moxley. They're going to take on their respective rivals, Adam Page and Kento Miyahara. Straight up, I think this match has a shot at getting 100 if it hits. Straight up. I kind of wish I thought about that and tried to get some creative finishes, but you know, it's too late. Well, yeah, maybe we'll give this like 16, 18. I mean, who do I want to win? All right, I think what we're gonna do is we're going to have Jon Moxley. He's going to get the win over Adam Page, but not without a little bit of help. We're going to do a outside interference finish. Adam Page should be attacked by, let's say, I don't know, Fergal. And I mean, basically, my idea for this, we're not gonna add all of them, but my idea would be that the match is going. It seems like Adam Page and Kento Miyahara are getting the upper hand, and then, you know, as the Death Riders do, they're going to show up maybe while the referee is taken out or distracted. And, you know, maybe Pac will run in the ring and try to hit Adam Page, but Adam Page, you know, he spots him and he big boots him. Pac rolls out. Shingo tries to go after him. He gets got, but then, you know, the numbers game. There's too many of them. Fergal gets him. So yeah, basically, the Death Riders are going to help them get the win here. Do we have like a Jon Moxley creative finish? That would be so awesome right now. No. All right, yeah, there's our main event. Jon Moxley's getting the win. Yeah, what a fucking match this is. My God. Man, we're booking AJ Mendez and Nikki Storm in a match, just literally just because I kind of realized they've been kind of doing nothing for a while now. So, just to remind the crowd that they are the champs, we're gonna have them beat Zuxus and Lady Maravi. It's gonna be a short match. Give him 8 minutes. AJ Mendez gonna go over. Taylor Spear ringside. Boom. Oh, who's the road agent? AJ? Yeah. Why is Allison Danger a road agent? She's not that good. And since I said that, let's go ahead and change that real quick. Okay. All right, next we want the Briscoe brothers to beat somebody. Let's see. I mean, we've been doing Calvin Tankman and Shane Taylor in ROH as a team. So yeah, let's have them face those guys. That'd be a hell of a win to get. Oh, come on. Don't tell me Shane Taylor is one of these people that we can't use for whatever reason. Dude, why is that the case? There's so many people on the roster that it just doesn't let us. Even they're in ROH, but we can't use them. I'm also looking now. Let me see. Yeah, is Madison Rain here? Yeah, she's not here. I don't know why that is. What about Mandy Leon? Oh wait, she's also not here. Here, I'm gonna. I know there's also Tennille Dashwood, but I doubt she'll let us sign her again. Cause yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just I don't know if these people are on handshake deals. We might just offer them new deals and see if that fixes it. I know that's what we did with Colt Cabana before, and a couple of, and I think Cheeseburger and a few other people. I don't know why we have to do this. It's kind of annoying. On Shane Taylor. All right, so I guess they're not facing. You know what? Here we're gonna do. I've been thinking about turning this guy heel and also having him be a part of a Shane Taylor promotion. So maybe. Yeah, here we're just whatever. Yeah, to debut, perfect. Just be a heel. Whatever, man. All right, Mark and Jay Briscoe, you were going to wrestle Danny Limelight, Calvin Tankman. Let's see. Did I write when we're gonna do that match? All right, I think we're gonna definitely do the Briscoes versus FTR on one of the Winter is Coming shows, but I'm not sure which one because we haven't fully planned them out. I think I'm just gonna add it to this one. Why not? I mean, if we want to change it, we can always just come up with some bullshit storyline reason to move it to Dynamite. We're gonna have the Briscoe brothers basically cut a promo after the match, just saying like, it's very clear that us and FTR have the same goal of being the next challengers for the tag titles. So, we went backstage and we spoke to our girl Maria. She's the lady getting shit done around here. And basically they asked her to talk to Tony Khan for them and get the match made, and she did. Eh. Yeah, we're gonna do Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston versus Andrade can probably open the show, I think. Can this be a wild brawl? Yeah, why is Eddie Kingston so bad? Man, that cheater strat of doing the wild brawl, the storytelling match on the pre-show is so crazy. Cause now I'm gonna think about it every time. Now I'm just like, what if we just do a wild brawl on the pre-show? that should be illegal. This shouldn't be a real strat. We're gonna have Eddie Kingston win, but it's gonna be DQ. So they're gonna have their match, and Eddie Kingston, unfortunately, before he's able to actually get the win over Andrade, is gonna be attacked by, let's say, I don't know. Where's he? He's extremely unhappy. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, yeah, he's way more popular than Eddie Kingston. Fuck. All right, we're pivoting. We're pivoting. Andrade is going to win. It's going to be tainted. All right, Andrade, you made a convincing argument. You are more popular than him. And this is really all we've got for this show, so let's see what else we've got going on. We could do something with anybody in this, even though Eddie and Andrade are facing each other. Oh, we could do Mia Yim and yeah, we could do an Odeotai match maybe. I mean, I'm kind of looking at this card, and it's not the strongest card we've ever booked, aside from like this in the main event. But I mean, let's see. We can do like. It's also annoying that all the more popular women in Dev are the ones that we can't bring in. Oh wait, and they also are heels, right? I was about to grab Kelly Klein and Jamie Hayter and somebody else, but they're heels. They need faces to beat. Was Sky Blue's a heel? I thought she was a face. You know, they don't need a match that bad. How about we give Davina a match? That's something we haven't done in a while. Let's do Davina versus. I'm sure she's beaten Lady Shawnee. Yeah, it was way back in July. Oh, and I got an 80. All right, we'll run that back.
This is a stupid dope mix.
Right, Davina Rose, Lady Shawnee. You know, we'll give him a little bit of time. We'll give him 12. Let's make sure she gets a clean win here. Davina Rose. Right here, let's give Davina Rose a promo also. That's gonna be a character development promo. Basically, you know, Davina Rose, she's going to acknowledge that she's been in a slump, you know. Ever since she lost the women's championship, she hasn't been winning as many of her matches. You know, she hasn't been feeling as confident as she used to be. She hasn't been as sure of herself as she used to be. But week in and week out, she shows up. She puts a brave face on. She smiles for the crowd because she doesn't want people to worry about her. And you know, she tries her best. Basically, she's gonna say, but you know, to tell you guys the truth, I know I haven't been at my best. I know I've been faltering a bit. But you know, I never thought my good friend Mia Yim turned her back on me, and even if she is right that I was in a slump, I can't forgive her. I just can't. I'm gonna put all of them on screen. All right, we'll do a 2-minute part because I don't know how good Mia Yim's mic skills are, but we're gonna do a second part, maybe a tease. We're gonna have them come out, and Mia Yim is essentially gonna be like, Davina Rose, of course I was right. You're a loser, and you've always been a loser. You go around here with this fake smile and this fake positivity, like that's gonna get you anywhere. You know, but I'm smarter than that. I was raised to be better than that. I'm not gonna keep wasting my time with someone like you. Can't even get things done for themselves. I don't know. Eventually, we're gonna do something with this. I was kind of thinking that maybe like Davina Rose, we can do a thing where Davina Rose, like, she's gonna need some backup against them, and maybe she can be like, you say that I'm a loser and that I have no friends, but you're wrong. I do have friends, and then that can be a way for us to introduce Naomi and Mickey James. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this. All right, another backstage segment. This one's gonna be short. It's gonna be like 2 minutes, maybe. Oh, actually, no. We have to book something first. 3 minutes backstage. We're gonna say story. We got Adam Page and Kento Miyahara. Backstage with Renee. Talking about John. They're talking about Cody. And Adam Page is gonna cut a promo about how many times he's been screwed over here in AEW, and how how it's led him to question whether or not it's worth to continue going after the world title. But you know what? It is worth it, because he didn't get in the wrestling business just to be some other guy, just to be forgotten to history. He got into the wrestling business to become the world champion, and that's what he's going to do. Mark his words. And then part 2, we're going to do foreshadowing. This second part is really short. We're going to have Maria Kanellis is going to show up, everybody's favorite advocate. And she's basically going to come up to Adam Page and be like, Adam Page, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. And I agree with you. You haven't always been given a fair shot here in AEW. And you have had, you have been screwed over a couple of times. And, I don't think that's right. I think that every wrestler in this locker room deserves the same chance to go after titles and win their matches and yada, yada, yada. That's why I will advocate for you. Maria says stuff. We ran out of characters. Hey. Man, there's a lot of Maria in this episode. I didn't do that on purpose, but I wasn't planning on the Briscoes mentioning her, but whatever. They have like an established friendship now. You know what? Here, we're gonna change this. We're gonna make the second part a little bit longer, 2 minutes. We're gonna change it to, let's say, hype. All right, you know what? Instead of her saying she's going to advocate for him, how about she just straight up announces that she's like, you have a very valid case for being the #1 contender. However, Jon Moxley did in fact defeat Kento Miyahara at the pay-per-view, and Andrade did in fact win his match, and Eddie Kingston and Kento Miyahara also have valid arguments as to why they should get a title shot. So how about 6-man world title match next week at Winter is Coming Dynamite? Get hype. All right, yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay, yeah, because I was going to give her a separate promo where she announced this, but I figure, just she can be in this one, whatever. It's like she's already there, so might as well just have her do that. And then, so now it's that the main event has big implications. Who gets the momentum heading into the world title match next week? We're gonna give Jon Moxley a promo where he's gonna say he doesn't care if it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people that he will walk out of Winter is Coming with the world championship. Opak Shingo, who else? Cody off screen. Also, it makes sense that Andrade and Eddie Kingston are in the match because Maria will have seen that she'll have been watching the show and see that Eddie Kingston got screwed over in the first match. So she'll be like, even though he lost, it wasn't fair. So he also deserves a title shot. Doing her advocately duties. All right, you know what? Actually, it's Jon Moxley. We're gonna give him 4 minutes instead of 3. Also give Cody Rhodes 4. And this is going to be more of a Cody Rhodes. We heard it, a world title match announced for next week. Can we get your reaction? And Cody Rhodes is beside himself. He's like, first of all, who the fuck does Maria think she is going around there making matches? And I imagine he would be like, Tony Khan is gonna have, I'm gonna have some words with him the next time I see him. Oh yeah, Maria's trying to fuck on me. That could be before the main event. All right, we need 21 more minutes. There's enough time for us to sneak another match in here and still get a few more promos in, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We should probably get CM Punk on the show somehow. He's like now our top star, even though he's not the world champion, which is kind of unfortunate to say. I also want to get the Briscoes on here, so how about we do this? 2 minutes. NXT. We're gonna do a promo from Dax and Cash where they're gonna be reacting to what the Briscoes said, and we're gonna do the classic. Just have the Young Bucks show up and yeah, basically have the Young Bucks just show up and be like, look, haven't you guys gotten tired of losing to us already? Like, how many times has it been? Like once, twice, 3 times? And they're like, plus, we don't even know if you guys are gonna beat the Briscoe brothers, but good luck with that. I've kind of lost track of which content types I've used for this episode, so if we get the bonus, I'll kind of be shocked. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? Old men? All right, now I think we need to move the Briscoe brothers match earlier in the show. All right, we're gonna move this here. No, that was wrong. Nope. Cool. I think we should give both CM Punk and Kenny Omega separate promos this time. Just have them, they have a big match, so we can just let them hype it. Starts Hobbs in the background. I feel like Swerve is good enough that he doesn't need to always be involved with what CM Punk's doing. He can be doing his own thing, so we're not going to put him here. Minutes, Kenny Omega. Hype again, or storyline? Storyline. And the Kenny Omega promo is basically he's going to come at CM Punk and basically say, like, you went and you gave yourself the nickname of the best in the world. But you didn't do anything to earn that. You just started saying it. And you just started putting it on t-shirts. And kind of telling people that you were the best in the world. I, on the other hand, I was given the name the Best Bout Machine by the fans, by the people who actually watch my matches and truly believe that I was the best in the world. And that's why you hate me, CM Punk, because, it's not even just about me. Let's look at your whole career. You've never been the best in any company you've worked for. You were never as good as Samoa Joe. You were never as good as Bryan Danielson. You were never as good as John Cena. CM Punk, you were never the best. You were never the top guy. And next week, I am going to show that you're still not the top guy, you son of a bitch. All right, so very harsh words from Kenny Omega to CM Punk. And I mean, I feel like this would be a really good promo. Although I know Kenny Omega's not the best promo, but I feel like in real life, if somebody cut promo like this on CM Punk would be furious. He'd be beelining it, trying to fight them backstage the second they got in Gorilla. Here, we're gonna have the CM Punk promo come first. No, it'll probably do better. Yeah, so CM Punk wants to expose Kenny Omega and show that he's not that good. And Kenny Omega also wants to expose CM Punk and basically just be like, this guy's overhyped. He's never been that good. And you'll never be as good as me. We're going to have the FTR promo just be right after the Briscoe Brothers one. We'll just pretend that after the Briscoe Brothers promo, the show goes to commercial break and then it comes back on FTR. I was going to space them out, but FTR doesn't need to cut a promo before the main event. We've got 10 more minutes. We've got some rinky-dink matches in the middle of the show. I really hope that this show does well because the main event is so good. Like, I almost wish we had booked some better stuff, but yeah, it's too late now. Where should the John Moxley from? Adam Page is here. Maria announces the match. We got this. We got CM Punk. We'll put Moxley before the Davina Rose match. Okay, Well, we haven't done any of this stuff, of course. Yeah, nothing from Bryan Danielson or Walter on this show, but I figure, they both had promos on Collision and they were in the main event. I think it's fine if they sit this one show out. AJ Styles again, sorry, buddy. Oh, right, we need to do a segment setting up Bianca Belair versus Anna Kimura. How could I forget? All right, so we're gonna start off Bianca Belair in the ring by herself. And basically, Bianca Belair is going to cut a promo saying that she wants another shot at the AEW Women's Championship, Awesome Kong against Awesome Kong. Another 2 minutes. Let's do a surprise. I don't know if this is really a surprise, but we haven't used that one. All right, Nakamura is going to head out to the ring. you know, even though her and Bianca Belair, you know, they're kind of they've been friendly so far. Hannah Kimura is going to say, like, you know, you want the next title shot. Well, I want the next title shot because I also want to get have a rematch with Awesome Kong. And Hannah Kimura is basically going to say, like, you know, and if she's basically going to say something that implies that if she has to face Bianca Belair for the match, she will. So there's a little bit of tension in the air between them. All right, and then this third part, we're going to have Stokely come out, Awesome Kong and Co. Hey, you know, we might as well send the rest of them out there. Let's send Penelope, Dark Sheik, Ellie. Basically, Stokely Hathaway is going to come out there and he's going to be like, no, 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 we're not doing this again. We are not doing this again. Awesome Kong has already defended her title against you, Bianca Belair. She's already defended the title against you, Hannah Kimura. She's defended her title in 4-person matches, 6-person matches, and quite frankly, I don't think it's fair. So he's gonna and then he's basically gonna say, like, you know what? I have an idea. How about this? If you guys want the title shot if you guys want the title shot so badly, how about you guys fight each other for it? And yeah, Bianca Belair and Hannah Kimura will agree, and they'll shake hands in the ring basically, and be like, "All right, I'll see you next week." Am I crazy? Did we get a near certainty angle idea? Oh, I think we got a near certainty finish. We could have really used an angle idea for this. I'm just gonna let it rock. I'm scared to use one of those likelies on this, so we're just gonna let it be what it is. Hopefully, it does well. So yeah, here we're gonna give a little bit more time to this, I guess, since we have some extra time on the show. And yeah, if we have a near certainty, we're gonna use it, man. No, I'm not saving it all the way till the next pay-per-view and friggin' I think that's in February. Oh, we did. Oh, I think we got a near certainty character idea. Oh, I'm sad now. I got all excited. All right, whatever. 23 minutes. Big main event. All right, can you guys all brawl? I feel like all of them can brawl except... Oh, he can. All right, cool. Let this be the wild brawl of the night. Oh, can anyone steal the show? Can Davina Rose and Lady Shani steal the show? I mean, they're both... well, let me not say both. I mean, yeah, they're both really consistent, and they both have good stats. I'm gonna let them steal the show. Who says only men can steal the show, right? We're gonna give them 13 minutes. That seems kind of long, considering that Lady Shawnee's not over, but, you know, it'll be fine. All right, now we're gonna cheat. Who's gonna tell a story on the pre-show? God damn it. Yo, whoever left that comment on my YouTube video, man, thank you. What an insane strategy. Just, you know, doing things that have never been done before. And this is a big talking show. Here, we'll do quick storytelling tag match. Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. Welcome back from Purgatory. We're gonna be Isaiah Cassidy and Mark. Actually, wait. These guys have psychology. Oh my god, the psychology's bad. Oh geez. All right, no, they're gonna beat Tommaso Ciampa and someone else. They're gonna beat Tommaso Ciampa and Scorpio Sky. What a jobber team. We're gonna give the win to Minoru Suzuki. Hey, it's green. Would you look at that? Man, what a game-changing strategy, man. What a game changer. Also, can I check? I mean, yeah, I don't have Danielson versus Swerve booked for Winter is Coming, and I feel like having him defend it in a cage match one week and then having him defend it again the next week is a bit much. We can we don't have to hot shot every match we want to do. We can let it breathe a little bit. So yeah, maybe we won't do it immediately. But I do want to give Danielson a promo. Orange backstage. Right. Or not. I mean, not off screen. Back. Who else again? Oh, well. Yeah, so a lot of promos on this show. Hopefully it does well. I don't even know where to put this. Here, we're gonna put it. Yeah, there. All right, so this is a Dynamite. I really am banking on this main event doing really well. I'm sure Davina Rose versus Lady Shani is also gonna go fine. I'm a little worried about the Briscoes versus Danny Limelight and Calvin Tankman and the AJ Mendez Nikki Storm match. I don't know. I don't know. We're still shooting for an 85. I think this main event is really good, and if it hits like I want it to, the show's gonna do well regardless of if these two matches don't do that. All right, let's see. All right, Suzuki-gun re-emerging from the void. Defeating Tommaso Ciampa and Scorpio Sky in a storytelling match. Gets a 74. Yeah, I definitely want to heat Suzuki-gun back up and try to do some stuff for them because Zack Sabre Jr. is really good and Minoru Suzuki's Minoru Suzuki, so we definitely should be doing stuff with them. Oh, Eddie Kingston versus Andrade gets an 80. Wow, that's got to be because the storyline has good heat. Because yeah, 68, 66, 80. Let's see. Got a bonus for commentary chemistry, good commentary. The referee, uh, the road agent work of Kenny Omega. I got a bonus for starting the show. Oh, okay, nothing about the storyline. Well, I'm glad this went well. All right, 78 promo where Adam Page talks about how he's been screwed, but he's not going to give up, because that's what a real man does. You keep on fighting. And Maria Kanellis announces the 6-man match that's going to happen next week at Winter is Coming. Maria, Maria. All right, Bryan Danielson gets a 67 promo. Okay. Not to complain, but Bryan Danielson is not as good as I thought he would be in this mod. Like, he gets like 70 something in his matches, and his promos are kind of around that same range too. I'm kind of, yeah. I thought he'd be like the kind of guy to give us like an 80 promo or at least every time. He's Bryan Danielson. All right, in a decent match, AJ Mendez and Nikki Storm defeat Zuxis and Lady Maravilla. And Max the Impaler was simply there, didn't do anything. Oh, yeah, just had to remind everybody that the women's tag titles exist. Ooh, all right, 62. Yeah, see, this is why I was hoping we had a angle idea for this. I don't know, man. Stokely Hathaway, man. Stokely Hathaway is a complete mystery to me. His promo skills should be really good. Yeah, his actual promos don't really reflect that, unfortunately. Or at least not usually. Every now and then they will, but not always. CM Punk only a 71. These CM Punk promos, it's like, maybe am I not giving him enough time? Maybe next time I'll give him like 6 minutes. Yeah, only a 71. He's CM Punk. I don't like him, but he, people were really excited when he came back to wrestling and was in AEW. I feel like his promos should be doing better. All right, stop. Ooh, an 80. Wow. All right, we'll take it. Briscoes defeating Danny Limelight and Calvin Tankman gets an 80 against all odds. I can't believe it. Also, yeah, look, Calvin Tankman, he's a guy that we brought him in to do a couple of jobs at some point, and I was like, this guy's decent. Let's send him to Dev, and he's coming along nicely. A 59. He's definitely coming along. All right, the promo after the match, only a 58. All right. All right, FTR Young Buck segment gets a 69. LOL. Ooh, John Moxley's solo promo gets an 88. John Moxley's back, man. He was in a bit of a like a kind of a funk for a while where his promos just were not hitting as good as they were, but it feels like ever since that Kento Miyahara match, he's been on fire. Yeah, shout out to John Moxley. Thank you. Damn, didn't their last match also get an 80? That's pretty funny. Davina Rose and Lady Shani getting an 80. All right. Oh, and the promo got an 82. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm very pleased with that. The Kenny Omega burying CM Punk only got a 66. Boo. I disagree. All right, Cody Rhodes promo before the main event, also getting an 88. Cody Rhodes in real life competition of John Moxley. He's like, whoa, that promo was a little bit too good. I got to show them I gotta show Tony Khan that I'm still the world champ. Don't want him to get any ideas. All right, I believe next is gonna be the main event. So everybody, cross your fingers, cross them tight. Come on. 87. You know what? Sure. An 87 for this match. We'll take it. Oh yeah, and Jon Moxley gets the win over Adam Page following interference from Fergal Devitt. Cody Rhodes got a 99 in this match. We're never taking that belt off him. No, but yeah, the match got an 87. Everybody did really good. Kento Miyahara got an 81. Cody and Jon Moxley have excellent tag chemistry. What? Oh my god. Let's see what else. I got a bonus. The crowd was hot. Oh, but it was I think it was penalized due to low heat only because the rating, the segment did so well that the storylines would have had to be like this high. I think. I don't know. Yo, an 87. Ooh. Hell yeah. I mean, when you book Cody and Jon Moxley versus Adam Page and Kento Miyahara, yeah, an 87 makes sense. We made $2 million. All right, gonna pat myself on the back for that show. Every game pop, basically everywhere but the US. All right, yeah, that was a really successful show. I was a little worried because of how many promos we booked on it and those matches in the middle. So yeah, I'm glad the things that we needed to hit. I didn't think Eddie Kingston versus Andrade was gonna get an 80. But yeah, that was a crazy show. Oh no, the legendary luchador Bobby Lee has passed away. The last great adversary of El Santo, losing his mask and then his hair. I'm unfamiliar with this guy, but R.I.P. Maybe I should look into him. I love me some Lucha Libre. Oh, Ariel Monroe gave birth. Congratulations. Gave birth to a baby Swole. Let's see who's here. Kaylee Ray, welcome. You are a face. A standard gimmick? No. What was her? Oh, her gimmick was poor? No, we're not going to apply that. Mercedes Martinez, welcome. Do I want Mercedes to be a face or a heel? Because, let's see. Who are we trying to get over? We want to get over Kagetsu and the rest of Old Time. They're all heels. Naomi is a face. Suri is a face. Tessa Blanchard is going to be a heel. Mercedes. We'll make Mercedes a heel for now. Whatever. They're mostly going to be wrestling on Dark. It's not even that... It doesn't matter that much. Cool. And before I forget, let's go ahead and put... Let's just get Kaylee Ray in here. It's been a long time coming. Welcome to the group, Kaylee. Get ready to learn the dance. Learn the dance and the catchphrase. All right. Let's see. NXT got a 68. My God. WWE in the mud. You remember when people were saying that for a while about AEW? There would just be comments all over like Instagram, AEW in the mud. But it was like around the time when Okada signed. And I was like, You guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I want to see what the last Raw got. We forgot to check. Oh, a 79. Wow, that's actually a good show. It's better than I thought. But not good enough because I believe Collision got like an 82. Let me check. I forgot already. Yeah, an 82. All right, yeah. So we outdid them on Monday, not by too much, but we still enough to get the clear win. And let's take a look at the slop. Charlotte Flair defeated Alicia Fox in the main events. Yeah. Adam Cole versus Brian Kendrick unironically sounds like a cool match. I would definitely watch that if it was in like PWG or something. Bush defeated No Way Jose. I can't, man. I think I've told this story before, but No Way Jose's contract came up at one point, and I thought about signing him, but then I think I thought about signing him, but then I didn't, and I thought WWE wasn't going to re-sign him. But then I came up with the idea of a good gimmick idea for him, but when I checked, they actually did re-sign him. So yeah, I'm very sad every time I see him. All right. All right, so this stream has been going for 2 hours and 28 minutes. Exactly. All right, 2 hours and 28 minutes. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to take my traditional break. It's a little later than I usually do, but I'm going to take my break. And yeah, when I come back, we're going to try our best to speed book 2 episodes of Dark. And then that'll probably be the stream. All right, so if you've been enjoying this so far, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment maybe. And yeah, I will be right back. All right, don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back. And before we advance, actually, I'm glad that I remembered to do this. We need to fix whatever's going on with the people in ROH that it won't let us bar. Because yeah, I feel like it's happened to us multiple times where I'm like, oh, I can have Madison Rayne job here, or or like how we tried to book Shane Taylor and it just didn't let us, and I don't understand why that is. So we're gonna Shane Taylor. And I mean, I just don't understand it, because it's like, if we own the company and we like absorbed all their properties, why then do... And the thing is, I can call him up if I want to. I can call him up to the main roster, but it won't let me borrow him. So here, we're gonna maybe like renegotiate his deal. I mean, do we have to give him an exclusive written? Is that what it is? I don't know. Let me see. Who am I looking for? Oh, Madison Rayne. Madison Rayne, also handshake. Mandy Leon, right there, also handshake. Is that what it is? That... Okay, but see, Suri is on a handshake deal. We can't... Alright, man. Look, I don't understand that. We're just going to offer these people new contracts and hope that fixes it. Scarlett Bordeaux is another one. Yeah, she's got some popularity. We should be jobbing her out. I'm going to offer her a new handshake. Rain. Also, yeah, an interesting thing I noticed is that there's a lot of these like women that were already on the ROH roster when we bought it that I figured, they've got some popularity. Maybe they can wrestle some of the other people that I want to get over, and that'll help. But I feel like what the AI's just been doing, it's just booking the people who are more popular already. So Madison, what are you doing, Madison Rain? What are you doing in ROH? So let's see. Who are you managing? Managing Daniel Garcia and Laredo Kid. You know what? No, you're not. Are they doing commentary? I'm not even sure. Is there a way for me to check their commentary? Also, why are these like not? Yeah, how is our quality worse than Evolve? Okay, we're gonna upgrade all this. Damn, it's still red? It's still red? Oh my god, that was too many upgrades. We're gonna go back down. Am I like losing money from doing this? Probably. We're just gonna go to high. Standard. How much for cutting edge cost? God, it costs so much. But I mean, we're footing the bill, right? Not ROH. Is this like a terrible idea? Is this horrible what I'm doing right now? All right, but anyways, that's not even what we wanted to do. We wanted to see if we could look at their commentary, which I don't think we can. All right, so we're just gonna forget about that. All right, you know what, Madison Rain? You are coming to the main roster. Congratulations. I would bring Mandy Leone too, but she's the world champion. Let's see. What does Scarlett Bordeaux do? You're not managing anyone, you're just wrestling? They're a personality. Main roster. Is there anybody else? I don't know. Those are the only people I could think of right now. If there's more people, we'll just have to deal with it some other time. Also, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to set Danny Limelight to turn, and we're going to add him to Shane Taylor Promotions, which currently is just Shane Taylor and Calvin Tankman. We're going to throw in Danny Limelight. Right. Los Fantasmas. All right, so yeah, now we've got these people here, and they're they're gonna be jobbers basically. Madison Rain. They're set to be a manager, but I don't want them to manage anybody right now, and I don't think I want them to do color commentary either. Oh, they don't want to be an occasional wrestler either? What about just I just asked them to wrestle? Oh, I can. Okay, cool. heal. You know what? We're gonna have Madison Rain and Mercedes be faces. I mean, I guess Scarlet Bordeaux can be a heal. All right, cool. All right, yeah. Also, I realized I named this stream "Winter Might Be Coming," and I mean the reason I did that is basically because I kind of thought that I was like, I would like to get to Winter is Coming, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get there. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to hold off on that till next time. Which is fine because we'll be able to do both the Collision and the Dynamite show in one stream, so I think that's cool. But yeah, I didn't, for whatever reason, I kind of forgot all about Dark. But yeah, now that we have to book it, I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna want to book 2 more shows after. Katarina Walters, okay. Again, I don't know if I want it to be a face or a heel. We're gonna have him be a heel for now, and if we need to change it, we'll change it. I was hoping Tessa would be here by now because I really am looking forward to jobbing her out, but she's not here yet, so that's fine. All right, it's time for a double dose of AEW. Oh, well, hold on. All right, it's time for a double dose of AEW Dark. I had to wait till we actually got here for the timestamp. Anybody who clicks on Dark, I want them to get the full. Whatever, man. All right, now that Dark is kind of a its own thing, it's only going to draw 2,700 fans. I think we should just keep it to the south, to Florida every week. Not southwest, southeast. Let's see. Can we run Bailey's place maybe? I don't see it. All right, but let's see. Where can we go? So we got a couple of Florida options I see. Norwegian Gem cruise ship. We got 2 sound stages here. The Venice Community Center. That might be a bit too small. All right, we're gonna go to this 3,200 seater in North Florida. Oh boy. All right. I don't know why I just decided to skip all that, but I did. Alright, yeah, so it's not gonna be hard to beat the worst Dark we've ever booked. Let's see, who's absent? Horse. Mickey James is not even here yet. Todd Sinclair doesn't do Dark? You're a referee, my guy. You're a referee. And hey, I just had an idea. Let's cheat a little. This literally just came to mind. Like, I'm not even joking. I want to see if we can not workers contracts. can we change Kagetsu's contract so they can just work dark? Because this is a problem we keep running into. Damn it. Can't. Alright, that's unfortunate. Because yeah, they're definitely one of the people that I want to get over. And they're definitely one of the people that would be getting wins over whoever if they were here. Alright, here. Alright, we're gonna do this. Mia Yim, Onami, and Rina Yamashita. Is Rina Yamashita not here too? Okay, Rina Yamashita. Alright, let's see. They can take on Madison Rain, Mercedes Martinez, and who else? You know, Madison Eagles only still here because they're dating Orange Cassidy, so that you can lose this match. Let's see who has better stats. Like, who do I want to get over more? Nami, good technical, good Pudorezu, good psychology, consistent, safe. Let's see, Reina Yamashita. Reina Yamashita really good technical, consistent, safe, basics, charisma. All right, yeah, definitely Reina Yamashita. Can I at least put Kagetsu at ringside? Yeah, they just won't wrestle? That's so stupid. That really is so stupid. It's like they're here at the show, but they're just like, nope, I can't, I won't do it. No. Only Dynamite and Collision for me. Kagetsu Hogan. God, that's so cursed. I'm sorry I said that. All right. Also, yeah, now that we're doing dark and tapings, it's gonna be pretty hard to keep track with like storyline stuff that's going on. So I think we're just gonna never advance any storylines on dark. I think from now on it's just going to be straight matches, generic promos, kind of like how it was in real life. All right, Minoru Suzuki is going to wrestle someone. Tracy Williams is in the Dark Order, but they're still considered a face. Here, we're gonna have Minoru Suzuki just straight up beat Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa is one of the biggest bust signings we've ever made. Like, look at these stats, man. Look at these stats. And then it turns out, no, actually, he's not that good. Why? Who knows? He's just not. He can brawl and he's technical. He is also good at brawling and technical. I'm not even going to make it tainted. I'm just going to have him win. Yeah, whatever. Here, let's get a match for let's get some of the Latin Mafia guys. They've got good momentum already, but let's keep it going. Here, let's do Latin Mafia versus Dante Martin, Darius Martin, and who else? Oh, I know. Fuego del Sol. Hey, you know what? It's dark. 3v3 Lucha Libre. Fuck it. It's dark. We can do whatever we want. All right, Garza, Ortiz, and Black Taurus are simply gonna beat these guys up. We're gonna give the win to Garza Jr. And of course, it's a Lucha Libre match. We're gonna have him win 2-0. You know what? No, let's have a little bit of drama. 2-1, non-comeback. I don't know how these guys can possibly even get one fall over them, but you know, they'll work it out. You know, we're just gonna leave it like this. All right, let's get some generic safe promos. Woohoo! Ortiz was the member of Santana and Ortiz that could talk, right? No, it was Santana. Oh, and I mean, we can put Santana in the promo if we really want to. He's injured, but he can be there. Although, I don't know. I would prefer not to do that, so we're just going to have Selena talk for them. So we're going to do everyone but Andrade, basically. Because, yeah, you know, he's too good for dark. And yeah, let's just have him cut a promo on you know, Ray Phoenix and Wagner, Eddie, and Bandito. Oh, we've kind of forgotten to keep teasing Penta's heel turn, but yeah, so let's do that. You know, I kind of wanted this heel turn to play out quicker. Like, I figured maybe like 2-3 weeks after the pay-per-view, we have evil Penta show up. But basically, Winter is Coming kind of ruined those plans, because I was like, all right, if he shows up on the same show that Andrade is in a world title match and doesn't help him win the world title, that's stupid. So yeah, he's gonna debut a little farther down the line. I believe Zack Sabre Jr. has promo skills. Man, I'm Zack Sabre Jr. is probably the most squandered wrestler on my roster. 92 to 100 technical. The most squandered wrestler. We definitely need to start using Suzuki-gun more. I mean, honestly, just full transparency, I'm trying to figure out how we can get to a Kento Miyahara Minoru Suzuki match. I just think that would be really sick. I mean, they're not even feuding with anyone, so let's just have them talking to I don't know, Denise. Oh yeah, they're back from the Shadow Realm where they've been, obviously. We need to book 5 more minutes still. All right. Here, we'll give Dale Tire promo. Yeah, we're just gonna have them call Davina a loser again. That's basically been their gimmick ever since the pay-per-view. It's just Mia Yim and Odeo Tai being like, Davina Rose sucks. I believe Kagetsu has mic skills, but they're not over, so every time I try to put them in a promo, it doesn't go well. So yeah, we're probably not gonna have them speak, even though they do speak English. We need 2 more minutes. What match to get 2 more minutes? Here, we'll do 1 for this. Are they being overused? Slightly. God. Whatever, man. All right. This is a episode of the brand new Dark AEW Dark 2.0. Let's see how it does. Why is this yellow? Okay, yeah, Tommaso Ciampa's unhappy. Well, I'm unhappy with you, Tommaso. So how about that? All right, the Selena de la Renta promo gets a 65. Okay, not bad, not bad. All right, 71 match here, pretty good. Oh, Fuego del Sol better than both the top flight guys. Good for him. All right, the Odeo Tai promo gets a 59. Okay, I mean, this is far from the worst Odeo Tai promo we've ever booked. So that's something. Put a positive spin on it. Ooh, and the match also got a 59. That's no good. Yeah. Yeah, it kind of seems like everybody's just holding back because it's dark, which is annoying that they do that. But anyways, 59. Ooh, not great. Zack Sabre Jr. promo. Ooh, getting a little nervous here. 63 main event. What the hell? A reverse DDT backbreaker? What the hell? What? Since when is Minoru Suzuki doing that? That is not his finisher. He beat him with a Gotch style power driver. It's Tommaso Ciampa off his game. Whatever, man. 68. All right. Not quite the bounce back we were really hoping for. Maybe we should have put this in the main event. But hindsight is 2020, right? Anyways, let's book another one because we're having so much fun. Did they gain anything from that match? They did. Not a lot, but they did. I know what I want to book. We're gonna also bring in Roxy, but they're not gonna be in the match. They're just gonna be at ringside. All right, Suri is going to go one-on-one with the Impact Knockouts champion, Katarina Waters, live on AEW Dark. Let me see. Are they considered recognizable on my roster? They are. Nice. All right, Suri's gonna get the win. Surprise, surprise. Furious. I mean, they may not be here for long if it goes like this, but hey, we'll use them while we've got 'em, right? All right, let's see. Who else should we book? Ooh, the Shining Samurai. I haven't done anything with them in a while. Is Flip Gordon like injured or something? No, he's not. Huh. Like I signed him and then just never did. Like, I don't know. Like I signed him kind of to do what I'm doing with these other people to like job him out, but then I never did it for whatever reason. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking of giving like some of the cruiserweight guys a win, like Wheeler. Ultimate Dragon doesn't really need a win. I'm not sure. It's like aside from all the women I'm trying to get over, I'm trying to think who else do I like really want to get over. Maybe if I actually look, who's not over. Oh, that's so many people. Okay, let's see. Trinity is I believe they are here, but I haven't even debuted them yet, and I feel like debuting them on Dark would be really weird. So we're not gonna do that yet. Sarah Del Rey isn't over. Wow. See Mike Bailey there. Kimberly has the popularity. It's just that they were injured for a while. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Get Laredo Kid, El Hijo del Fantasma. We'll get Galeno Del Mal just to stand at ringside. I feel like I always job Toxin and Lazio out, but they're not really that popular, so it doesn't really help anyone. I don't know, man. We'll round out the team with Ringo Loco, and we need one more. want to do a 4v4 cruiserweight style match. Even though everyone in it may not technically be in the cruiserweight division. Oh, I forgot to get Wheeler Yuta. God damn it. Wheeler Yuta is not the only person in the cruiserweight division. I know I keep mentioning him a lot, but you know, he is someone I'm kind of looking to have be like a fixture in the division. Wheeler Yuta, we got Hijo del Vikingo, Darby Allin, and oh, we can't do Leo Rush, right? He won't do Dark. All right, well, it's his loss, I guess. Although it's also our loss because we can't book him. Yeah, Fuego. All right, they're gonna face Hijo del Fantasma, Laredo Kid, Gringo Loco, and on Psycho Clown. I mean, Wheeler Yuta already has some good popularity, but you know, we want him to get momentum going on the main roster, so I'm gonna try to have him beat Fantasma. Here, we'll get a creative winner. We're gonna do a botched interference. Fantasma is going to be hit by his own guy, Galeno Del Mar, who is at ringside. Cool. All right, now we need just one more random match. Here, can we give a match to the Suzuki-gun again? Can they beat somebody? I mean, I don't want them to beat the Motor City Machine Guns, of course. Here, I love Colt Cabana, but we're definitely never gonna push him. He's probably like ROH for life in this save, so we're gonna do Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Colt Cabana and Cheeseburger. This sounds like a realistic Ring of Honor match from like 2020, honestly. And once again, Minoru Suzuki is going to get the win. I don't really care who he beats. All right, and we need promos. So, I mean, if we're just doing generic promos on the show, here, let's do like Swerve and Don Callis. Just have him talk about Brian Nate. right there. I know I said we're not going to advance storylines, but this is this is like a cross between storyline advancement and a generic promo, because it's just kind of him generally saying like, oh, like I'm gonna beat him when I wrestle him, but we're not like, there's no match actually set up. Black Taurus has cool momentum, as does Bobby Roode. I'll do an Eddie Kingston promo. Eddie Kingston has something to say. What is he saying? I don't know. There, just keep it simple. You know, we should probably swap these. I don't know. I feel like Darby Allin, Vikingo, and I don't know. I feel like Darby Allin and Vikingo are really good, but this is also a match on Dark, and if everybody's holding back, it may not. I don't know, man. Who cares? I'm trying to figure out which match is going to be better. I don't know. We're just going to leave this. I mean, Zack Sabre Jr. is also really good, and Colt Cabana, I believe, is pretty good. It's about 2 more minutes. Let's just do another roll. I don't know. We'll do like Hannah Kimura. Foreshadow. All right, Hannah Kimura just hits her catchphrases for 3 minutes. And all right, that's the Dark. All right, I was all coming into this. I was all cocky that we would easily beat our show that got like a 68, and then we ended up getting another 68. So I really hope that this show gets at least a 70. Can we please get at least a 70 and look like a competent wrestling promotion? All right, Sari versus Katarina gets a 62. Okay. Oh, they have pretty good chemistry. How about that? Katarina Waters' gimmick is mysterious, and they got a rating of awful. And not a great promo for Hannah. Okay. Not a great promo from Eddie Kingston, but getting better. Getting close. 8-man tag. He gets a 65. Okay. Ooh, Wheeler Yuta. Not great. Maybe I need to rethink him being one of the main people in the division. Maybe he can be like a guy who's in the division and then like later in the future rises up. Oh yeah, never. I feel like everyone is definitely holding back because it's dark, which sucks, you know? Because it's like, hey, it would help you get over if your match was good. Swerve and Don Callis promo link to 64. Hey, all right, 71 main events. Oh, Cole Cabana has got the best score out of everybody in the match. Wow, good for him. Really showed me. Hey, all right. We got a 70 for Dark. Hell yeah, we're back, baby. We did it. All right, we made $6,000. Ooh, whoa. All right. All right, well, I'll say that was a pretty successful block of Dark. I could definitely get used to just doing it this way. I wonder if I could renegotiate Kagetsu's contract and get them to agree to wrestle on Dark. 'Cause I guess if I really have to, I can just have those people job to them on Dynamite or Collision. You know, yeah, that's probably what we're gonna end up having to do anyways. Jeremy Borash? Huh. I didn't know he was in WWE. That is a really wide range. Yeah, we're gonna pass. Right. SmackDown got a 79. Oh yeah, I didn't realize Dark and SmackDown are at the same time. Although Dark's not live, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, they're on the same night now. Whatever. Yeah, I think we're just gonna advance to Monday, and then we're gonna call it for this stream. It's been a good one. You know, ran a couple of good shows, ran a couple of good episodes of Dark, or at least one good episode of Dark. And yeah, you know, we got some good stuff set up for next week. I would like to do more than 1 week at a time per stream, but I mean, we're not always gonna have to do Dark since it's tapings, so shouldn't be too bad. Who knows? Maybe in the future we can just have it. We can extend it to 3 or 4 tapings. Actually, I don't. That's also an option. Just knock them all out and not have to worry about it for a month. Right. I hope not. I feel like there's something that I'm forgetting, but I don't know what. And I feel like I always feel this way as we get towards the end of the stream. Like there's something that I was supposed to do. I don't know. Oh, new champion in Noah. Let's see. Oh, Keno wins the GHC Heavyweight Championship. His second reign with the belt. All right, good for Keno. See his stats. Oh, he's pretty good. Not bad at all. I'm not gonna sign him, but yeah, he's pretty good. Konami now lives in the southeast. That's interesting because they're still working for Stardom, but I guess maybe they're gonna prioritize AEW a bit more. Tessa Blanchard's here. Woo! Hooray! Oh God, I feel gross, man. I feel gross. Even I'm disgusted with myself. All right, you're gonna stay in ROH. And a couple people want some more money. Sure. Sure. Yep. And sounds. And I look at Kagetsu actually, because usually when people ask for more money, it's because they've gained popularity, but oh well, they have gone up. Maybe I wonder if them just being in a promo on Dark and being at ringside helped. Although, oh wait, no, didn't I book them to win a match on Dynamite also? Yeah, that probably had something to do with it. All right, well, they're on their way to recognizable. All right, with that being said, yeah, that's gonna do it for this stream. Thank you guys so much if you watched this. Again, I implore you to subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, leave a comment if you so choose. And yeah, just again, thank you guys for watching. On Sunday probably we're gonna be doing more CMLL stuff. We just made it past the Torneo Gran Alternativa, so we're kind of gonna deal with the fallout of that as we build towards our biggest show of the year, Anniversario 71, I want to say. So yeah, that's what's going on in CMLL land. I hope you check that out. Alright, yeah, so if you watch this, thank you again for a third time. I'm Hijo de Amigo. This is the end of the video. I will catch you next time. Thank you.